All right, I guess we'll get started here with the meeting. First order of business will be approval of minutes from June 4.
I'll move to approve the minutes from the June 4th meeting.
I'll second.
Any objection?
Nope.
Approved. Next, we open for public comment, but I do not see anyone here from the public, so we'll scooch right along to our welcome. We got two new board members to welcome. Sheila Ganesser?
Janeezer?
Good try.
I was going to be wrong with that.
Yeah.
Sheila Ganesser and Nathan Timmel, welcome to the board.
Thank you.
Hello. Welcome.
Next up is the official appointment of the chair and vice chair positions. We did lose both our chair and vice chair in the turnover. So I guess I'm not sure how we would open it for nominations. Shelley, is that?
Open for nominations, or if you want to voice your own, if you would like to have one of the positions, you can do that as well.
I nominate Nick. He did good. He did good gavel work right there. So
Excellent gavel work.
Yeah, I second it.
No objection.
No objections.
No
Any objections?
No.
objections?
Congratulations, me.
Did you vote for yourself, though? That's what I
I did. I
wanted
abstained. I did not
to know. You
vote.
did? Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
We need to appoint a vice chair as well.
I'll nominate Gwen.
Will I support?
Sounds like we have a nomination and a second.
Yes.
Yep.
Any objections to Gwen?
Nope.
Can I say my husband? No.
All right. We are through that. So we've got the chair and the vice chair positions officially appointed now. And we will move along to reports. And first up is Parks and Guy.
Alrighty, good evening, everyone. Beautiful evening. I don't know, everybody have my month report up? Okay.
Do now.
There's a lot of facility maintenance things. Like I mentioned earlier, we have a new facilities manager. He's been on board, how many months? 6 months, maybe? Close?
Yeah.
He's doing a really great job keeping track of all of our major facilities, City Hall, Centennial Center,
Rec
and
Center.
Rec Center.
Helping out with
Yeah,
me.
so you'll see a variety of things that are getting done and things that he's working through. Still having a few issues with City Hall, Centennial Centers, just things that they're working through. It takes a while to get things leveled out and settings and everything. If you have any questions on any of this facility maintenance stuff, I'm just going to move on from that unless you have questions. None?
I am just curious how the first big events have gone out there. If just structural wise, space wise, parking, anything you've heard.
Yeah, they've actually gone really well. The facility seems to be keeping up for the most part, even though it hasn't been working at 100% efficiency with the geothermal system out there.
Interesting.
But they're getting that better. But it has kept up with larger crowds. We still haven't seen maximum capacity out there. So they're working on getting that a little more efficient. Blues and Barbecue went great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It was
That was
amazing.
awesome.
I was
It
distraught. I was
amazing.
out of
I've heard
town. I couldn't
nothing.
go.
Oh
Oh,
no.
man, it was great.
It was really
Yeah.
neat.
I would say that that was the first time Blues and Barbecue that I'd seen the parking go so smoothly, where
Yeah.
it seemed like I was absolutely thrilled. Like I was hesitant, like, oh boy, what are we getting into? And just and enough workers showing and slotting off and not allowing people to park like so far. The parking there was the best I'd seen it so far.
And even like a couple days later, like to look at how the park looked afterwards, I thought it looked great
Yep.
for having that big of an event.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just amazing.
Well, we're trying to do a lot of pre-work on the turf out there, so it can hopefully stand a little more traffic. We know it's going to have a lot more traffic, so we're going to keep bumping our maintenance up on that turf to get it stronger. But yeah, I think it went well. I mean, it was fun. We were, the Parks Department was in charge of the parking, so
You guys
that's
did great.
pretty much what we did. Tim and I did a lot of logistic stuff, issues and stuff that come up. But
Awesome.
yeah, it was a good time.
It was.
Yeah.
It was great.
Moving on to park operations, if you don't have anything on facility maintenance. Let's see here. Our sports field maintenance crews, they continue to maintain fields even though the season's pretty much over. This is kind of the time of the year when we're getting ready for fall season, but we're doing a lot more of our major maintenance items like cutting the infield lips and doing some painting and things like that before all of our seasonal help goes back to school, which we're starting to lose some already. So, let's see. Splash pad, knock on wood, it's just been, it keeps splashing up there at Penn Meadows. Gets used a lot. Of course, with the rain that we've been having, mowing and trimming is like nonstop. So everything's green right now, but we'll see. Last year, we had a wet summer, dry fall. I hope we don't have a dry fall again because that was kind of bad on a lot of our plants going into winter. I think that's why we had a little bit larger winter kill on our roundabout plants and things like that. So hopefully we get some rain this fall. Detention pond maintenance. This time of year when we get algae blooms, and it's really a tough one. That's because of the nitrogen and phosphorus that's in the water. So we've been adding beneficial algae control products. It does help to some extent, but the best thing that is education on that. Our fertilizers that we put on our yard, and the storm sewers that go right directly to our ponds. So fertilizers, grass clippings, if we can keep those out of the street the best possible, that's what really spikes algae blooms because that's what it grows on. So just kind of a little bit of a reminder on fertilizers and grass clippings that go down your storm drains because those go directly to a detention pond. So, but we're trying to get a handle on that. Of course, there's a lot of landscaping, a lot of weed pulling this time of year. I think we had 1,900 plants that we planted this spring with as replacements, so they have to have special watering throughout the summer. So luckily, we haven't been doing as much watering on all of our older landscapings just because of the moisture that we've had. But if it were dry, that's what we'd all be doing. We'd be watering plants. Hedge trim, Centennial Park parking lot islands. We have a kind of a sickle machine that's on a skid steer, and we just put it down and we cut all those bushes off in the parking lot. So it's actually
Did you just bring
saves-
that over to my house?
saves a lot of time. Well, yeah, you have to have more than one.
Oh,
one
okay.
hedge, so. All right. Forestry crew, they've been conducting a lot of hazardous tree checks and removal of storm damaged trees and limbs. Again, this is the time of year when we try to utilize our seasonal help the best we can. Trying to get over those things that are most hazardous and crucial that we get limbs and stuff taken off.
Yeah, the little creek by the rec center, that looks great right now. I saw them when they were going through it. It looks fantastic.
Good. Yes, that we took the same machine down there, but with a different head unit on it. That is just growing up in willows, those invasive willows over the years. So we're going to try keeping a better control on that now that this is our second year for this boom mower that goes on the skid in front of a skid steer. It makes it a lot easier, and hopefully we can get over these areas more often. So,
But aren't you doing sections of that, of the creek behind the rec center?
well, actually, I think they're pretty much have done everything between Penn and Cherry on the rec center side.
Okay.
We'd like to get over on the other side, but that's a little tough to do. I know we own it, but I don't know. I think they're going to try getting in there. A lot of it's going to be handwork. Actually, it's chainsaw because it's too big now.
And that's the Beaver Creek side, right? Not Beaver Creek,
The
it's
condo.
the Vicky Lee condos, and then down that, okay.
Yeah, they have just gotten too big for this
Okay.
machine to handle, so it's going to be handwork.
Oh,
So,
well.
but now that we have it, we'll cut them off. I mean, they can get that big in a year, in the summer. So we cut them off yearly. It should make a big difference. So, let's see here. All right, the big one is, again, we continue to have e-bike and e-scooter damage on our playgrounds.
My wife and I were walking the dog, and we were commenting there was a car that was just sitting parked up by the dumpsters at Grant, just like watching. We walked, and this guy sitting there, like, she's like, I think he's watching for e-bikes because there were kids in there going around, and then they were gone and just parked by the dumpster, like interesting spot. So, yeah,
Well,
there's a lot there.
So they're in the causing damage?
yes, so
They were going up and down the hill, tearing up sod, tearing up. Yeah, they go all over
getting
the.
bad. For example, Fox Run Park, the playground was a year and a half old,
Yeah.
Yeah.
$38,000 worth of damage.
No.
Yes, from the e-bikes. Wow. They're doing burnouts on the surface, and they put their tire on the ends of the slides and burn out and burn through the plastic.
Burn holes down.
Yeah. $38,000 worth of damage. And I'm working with insurance right now. I haven't heard back from them. But these e-bikes are, and yeah, they're getting out of control. They're tearing up the tennis court. Yeah, doing burnouts.
Pickleball nets. and
Pickleball
stuff,
nets,
They're
they-
running into them. And,
So,
yeah,
I mean, to me, that's vandalism.
It is.
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
So
I mean,
what do you do? I mean, we've been putting some like cameras up, but it's hard to identify and actually
But
accuse someone of.
If you're not catching him in the moment, that's
Yeah.
Right.
If you're not seeing him,
I wonder
what if
in-
the neighbors?
Well,
Yeah.
we did talk to some of the neighbors out at Fox Run, and they said their camera system didn't pick up that area, which I would think it would have because it's pointing right at the playground.
Right.
But they said it didn't pick it up.
I wonder, I mean, obviously kids are going to be kids and do dumb things, but if there's even messaging that can get out to parents and community, just kind of letting them know this is an issue, right? Because this is the first time I have not noticed it. Maybe I've been blind
I've
to
seen
it.
I didn't know it was
yeah.
that much. I mean, you tell any parent that's like, hey, this is your tax
Yeah.
dollars are $38,000 worth of damage in one. Like everyone's gonna like look at their kid.
Talk to your kids
Every
about being
single parent.
respectful
Yeah.
of the parks if they're riding their bikes. I mean, sometimes that can go a long way too.
Yeah,
just
I
to-
did talk to Nick Burgess, our communication director, and I think he put something out there to
I
some
didn't see it
extent.
on the-
Yeah, but this has been a couple weeks.
Yeah.
or so
What if
ago.
we did something to the neighborhood ambassadors? You know, that ambassadors
a
group
good
to all
point.
the neighborhood. You know, and said, hey, you know, we really need to have this, and then have that filter down, and then maybe a press release.
That's a great. That's
I mean,
great.
even,
Yeah.
I was thinking I'd just post something on Facebook
I was just
tonight,
gonna
even
say-
just saying, hey friends, like just
Yeah.
found out this is an issue.
Well-
Just talk to your children, make sure they're being, not that any of
Yeah.
yours would do this, but make sure that everyone's being respectful of.
And also the newsletter.
Well,
I'm sorry.
The newsletter, the North Liberty newsletter.
Yeah,
And can you also put on a sign, like a stop sign?
we just had
something?
signs made.
we just had
Okay.
We don't have them up yet, but we're going to get them out like real fast.
Right.
but there's a group too. It's all gossip. But you throw something about $38,000 damage in the North Liberty Moms group,
Yeah.
it will go like
Yeah.
wildfire. It is all gossip, and it will.
I'm trying to get in.
They'll
that
identify
group.
those kids for you in about an hour.
My wife
Names,
sort of does an
address.
overview. She's like, "Oh my goodness," you know.
Oh, she's a host.
No. She sort of observes. She
I
doesn't
see, I
like
see.
participating.
Well,
but-
post on the North Liberty Facebook page, and then either me or someone else just can forward that to them.
yeah,
on group.
everyone can forward.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Yes.
amount will perk ear. Like I had no idea. Like Nick said, he's just here. Like that's a lot
Yeah,
of money.
I mean,
I'm going to guess though the parents. I mean, I'm going to take the cups half full. You know what I mean? Versus empty. I bet they don't even realize that their kids are on these scooters or e-bikes
no.
or whatever. They're out doing it. They're having fun. And I'll bet I wouldn't know that my grandkids were, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not sure that, you know, it's maybe we just need to get information out there so that they can make sure that they understand that that's not okay.
Yeah, and it's only been, I mean, it really took off this year.
Yeah.
The scooters. Last year wasn't really much of a problem, but man, this year.
Well, all of us gave them to our kids and grandkids.
you know, that'll be great.
Yeah.
Well, all I'm hearing about is every day a new injury. You know, hit by a car, falling, cracks. So it's like
Yeah.
they'll probably peak. It's like, oh, everybody gets injured and they go away. So it's like, you know, we have to just sort of wait that through, and then as they're
Yeah.
all in the hospital, then they disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't afford this though. Yeah, that's for sure.
But anyway.
What surface is allowed for e-bikes? Just trails, cement?
Yeah, that's. I
Okay.
mean, that would be ideal. It'd be ideal if they would stop at a crosswalk before they fly
Yeah.
across the street too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
It would be better just to say what is, allowed and versus just say no, don't do it on
Yeah, I
surface.
assume the signs you have are no e-bikes on
On playgrounds.
playground surfaces.
Yes.
or-
I mean, we had contemplated.
playground.
I mean, somebody said, "Why don't you have no e-bikes in the parks at all?" Well, that's a little silly because we have nice trails. That'd be a great place to ride them.
Yeah.
But our signs are specifically no e-bikes, e-scooters on playgrounds.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, definitely.
Because people do take them like the Penn Meadows playing pickleball and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So they do that. We've also asked the police to kind of make their rounds like at the pickleball courts because we've noticed some things at the pickleball courts to kind of make their rounds maybe around 8-ish and a little later and just kind of make sure people aren't doing things that they're not supposed to. And then for the public, if they see it, say something to either the kids doing it or let somebody know so we can take care of it. So,
And I think it's important people realize that is classified as vandalism.
Yeah.
This isn't, we just don't want to have fun. That's
Yep.
vandalism. And it costs our whole entire community money.
yeah.
Yeah.
I had someone come to my office actually today and was asking if any type of recreation programming could be like road safety with scooters and e-bikes
Yeah.
with kids, and how could we do that? They have to get their permit and go through those type of road rules and look
Yeah.
both ways. Like when you're walking and stuff, those type of safety things. How can we incorporate that into when kids get their e-bikes or scooters? And so that's something we might look into. I don't know exactly if there's a profession or can it be just a kind of a recreational information session versus, for both parents and kids, or how?
Well, I wonder too if NLPD could get involved in something like that. I don't know what kind of enforcement mechanism there could be to make kids do that, but if there was some sort of incentive to, take this course before you ride your e-bike and you get X, Y,
Or
Z,
do that in
and you get,
conjunction with one of the city slates.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but because you're right. I mean, they do need. I mean, we've told he has an e-bike, so I'm gonna. If I see him in any of those video cameras, I'll be.
That's what I'm thinking too.
But I mean, we tell him like if you get caught one time, you're not wearing a helmet, you're done doing something dumb, that bike's gone, right? So I mean, I think sometimes just getting parents involved, education involved, it can go a long way to getting to the root cause.
Yeah. I know back when I grew up, when you turned 14, you could get a moped license.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to get a license, and these e-bikes are probably faster than a moped.
Oh, yeah.
No, they are. Guy, they're
quick.
incredible.
Yeah.
I can ride a motorcycle and I'm fine with that, but the moment I get on my kid's scooter that can go 25, 30 miles an hour.
It's crazy.
Like, nope, no, thank you.
Yeah.
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 That scares me.
So I wonder if that's something worth exploring. I don't know how we'd even go about exploring that,
Yeah.
but just seeing if there's a way to get that incorporated into.
And like you mentioned,
Fall
I think
calendar
with the
or-
police department, they
Yeah.
might have some leads on
mean,
a
we're-
good way to handle
Well,
it.
we're
too.
probably too late, but with back to school coming up too, especially
Right.
like if it could be wrapped into that somehow and prepare for back to school and have some sort of education on it.
I think it is a great idea. Even if you don't have to go through a 1-hour education session, even if the staff and permit applicant go through this 5-minute-ish, just go through the policy together and then issue you a permit, something like that. Or even just an educational video online.
Yeah, that's another good idea. The video on the website.
Or the rec center front desk, train the staff.
Yeah. I don't know.
Lots of ideas, but
Lots
I'm
of
sorry
ideas.
that's happening. And you have to deal with that.
Yeah.
because that's
So,
not good.
I mean, it's really taken off. It's disheartening when you spend a lot of time and effort and money putting playground in,
Yeah.
and it was brand new.
Yeah.
My kids don't have e-scooters. You're welcome.
We won't knock on your door, though. All right, moving on. Speaking of more vandalism, we've had a rash of trail graffiti where people go out there, paint cans, and they paint what they want on our trails. So
Is there a particular area that it's?
where was that
Cedar
last?
Springs was the last one out by Grant Elementary area.
Well,
It was
see it either.
yeah.
Like behind the school there, kind of where
on
the
the
trail
bike
goes
trail
by.
there. Yep, that kind of.
On the surface of the.
Yeah.
Yep, right on the
Yes,
surface
I
of the
think
trail.
there There might be a picture.
Yeah.
Did I put that in there?
I don't know if I saw that.
That is horrible.
I may not have.
Yeah.
The last graffiti I saw
Yeah.
was on the license plate cam outside of Cedar Springs.
Yes, so
Saw that
the
getting
flock
removed.
cameras,
Yeah.
they've been getting vandalized,
That's
and this
popular.
graffiti is related to the flock cameras.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like a political
that I
It was
statement?
right
Yeah.
there on the
So it may not be
concrete
kids we're looking
next to
for in
No,
may
this
not
this
be.
is
situation?
This particular time.
Yeah.
it's Antifa.
Yeah,
Come to North Liberty.
yeah. So our cameras have been ripped down. They've been thrown in the bushes. They've been thrown here lately. They throw them in the ponds. Then you can't find them. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole
keep my
website out there to get rid
yeah.
of flock cameras.
Well, that website, my wife looked up two things. One, she looked up everything North Liberty does with the information. She's like, okay, if
Yeah.
people. But she also looked up the anti-camera flock, and they have every traffic cam listed as a flock. Ones that just they're like overview for on 380. She's like,
Yeah.
these are not.
No,
this
not
is not
the same thing.
accurate.
Yeah.
They're listing every camera. It's a paranoia website, if anything.
But there's a process to go through. Go to the city council, talk to the city council. You know what I mean? There's a process for anything that you don't like in government, but
Takes too long.
to destroy. But you know what I'm.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
think we've gotten. I mean, it's not okay to vandalize any property that is not, in your arts kit.
Right.
I just it appalls me.
I mean, the trails do take a hit every year, but this time it's
I mean, it's not even good
according to flock
graffiti.
cameras.
I mean, it's not even artistic,
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
it's
like the
just-
murals downtown in the city or anything.
right.
It's
Or on
just
the trains, the train.
Yeah.
Put murals on the on trains.
Train cars.
the
train cars,
never
yeah.
moving trains. Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool, but
Vanity.
yeah.
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 I thought it was something different. I was like, well, is there a program for people to do cool stuff on the trails? And it's not that, though. So.
But we all want to live in a beautiful place with,
Yeah.
and I mean,
Well, to your point, Gwen, I mean, there's
Yeah,
there's
there's a
mechanisms
process.
to address.
Yeah.
If you have a concern
Yeah.
about something, there are mechanisms for it. And spray painting on a sidewalk is not.
and don't hide. Come out and open and talk to us,
Yeah.
But one thing, maybe when we do the whatever public information we're going to do on, with the e-bikes, et cetera, maybe we could do something that coattails of that on the trails, vandalism, graffiti, any of that causes our community to have to pay more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, what was it, 2 years ago, or was it a year ago? It was gang-related graffiti.
Yeah, wasn't that in the tunnel?
There was some there,
Yeah.
a little bit,
Yeah, I remember that.
but it was mostly like Golf View, Trailer Court, on that side.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it came from there, but
Yeah.
it was in that area.
Well, I think, there's something to be said for street art, as a thing, as an artistic form of expression, in things like a tunnel. I mean, I think you can do cool things with it and make it beautiful and artistic and really neat. But I mean, this just isn't what we're talking about.
But it needs to be approved.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is,
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to say everyone go out and start spray
Well,
painting.
I'm brand new vice president. I'm arguing with the president already. Brand new.
I
There's
think, no,
a process.
clarity is good.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
let's see, getting close to be done here. We did our monthly playground inspections and maintenance performed. We've had a couple of at Penn Meadows and at Centennial, our older, not old enough, not that old, but some of the plastic slides had cracked and still under warranty. They have a really great warranty. And they're sending us pieces and we're replacing them as we get them in. So,
nice.
Yep. We just replaced the big
Centennial.
slide at Centennial. That took you pretty much half
Half
morning.
a day.
Yeah, half a day actually to get done. And of course, Parks Department, we continue to support all the events out at Hy-Vee Center. Right now, we're keeping up with it.
When you say for now, is that an omen that you won't be able to at a certain point?
Well-
or
I mean, it takes you away from doing other things,
sure.
things that are not getting done right now, but eventually they're going to have to get done. It does take up a lot of extra time, but it's just part of growing pains. We're just going to have to figure out how we navigate that. and work around that. So, like I say, this is a trial year for us.
Get your feet wet. And
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the summer's the busiest time for parks, so then you add all this other stuff
All the new
to
programming
it.
to it as
Yeah.
well.
And there's a lot of programs going on, you know?
Yeah.
There's one going on tonight, isn't there? So
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's a really busy time for
Yeah.
Parks Department, so.
Yeah.
Going to sleep soon. November through.
No, because we have all kinds of city slate stuff then.
Just wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, planning and administration. I've been attending meetings with Shive Hattery and staff regarding the new firehouse, parks, and water department future expansion projects. It's getting close to the start. We hired a project manager, Myron Construction. They are going to be the construction manager for this project. So the parks shop is going to get built. Addition is going to get built first, along with the water department, and then the fire department is going to move down into those new expansions while that gets torn down, the firehouse, next spring,
Okay.
supposedly. We're going to tear that down completely and start in. But we have to get our expansions done. I just have we're getting close to winter, but they keep saying it can be done, it can be done. So I'm hoping it gets done. So, but that's where we're at with that. Progress meetings with Shive Hattery and contractors on the Centennial Park Phase 2 splash pad project. They say they're on schedule, but I think they're a little behind. That's just my gut feeling. I think the rain has the foundation where the building's going to go. It looks like a swimming pool right now. I mean, it's deep. But I think they're waiting on some components to move forward with that. I hope they will have it up and going by May of next year. We'll see. They're going to have to make up some time, I think. Let's see. Construction meetings with Shive Hattery contractors and staff. Shelley is involved as well on the rec center parking lot improvements project. That one seems to be going slow as well.
How is that
Say,
going?
speaking of behind schedule.
Yeah.
Slow. Very
Like
slow.
slow, like we're way behind, or
Slow as in their cushion that they had supposedly went from a month down to a week, and then they've been warned that they will not get any probably offerings of extended time, and so we do have the penalty in place once.
oh,
they
you
hit
do have a
their-
penalty clause
Yeah.
in the contract. Good.
So hopefully that will light the fire here this month, and
So this contract
going.
is on calendar days, so rain days don't count. I mean, they count it counts against them because it's calendar days. So
I will say the part that's done looks nice. I mean, the part on the north side.
north and the east is somewhat done except for grading and stuff.
The west side has been blocked off all this week, and they haven't,
Yeah.
I don't even think they've been there, so.
That's what Shelley was.
And it makes it a real pain because there's
Yeah,
swimming
can't
pools
get-
open, there's summer lunches going on, and all those spots right there are
I know.
non-existent, so.
know.
There was a semi there one day, but other than that, I haven't seen anybody there, so.
They've been a lot of emails going back and forth of, like I even sent one this morning because they were supposed to start today supposedly on that library side, and I said, haven't seen anybody. And so every day we're supposed to keep at them. So.
Next week, it's supposed to rain almost every single day at some point, so I don't know how that's gonna
Doesn't it
all
start
play
tomorrow?
out.
Affected.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about our new park that we purchased.
Good.
Hoping you're going to do that.
Yes. So, you know where Aldi's is at, correct? It'd be to the west of Aldi's. But it's 40 acres. It's gonna butt up to Jones Boulevard, actually. About 40 acres, and we have a concept plan, but it's just a concept plan. We initially thought we'd make that more of a soccer complex. Of course, we're gonna have shelters and playground, things like that. But we're wanting to take our soccer program from Penn Meadows and move it to a different site. And so that's what the initial thought, but it's just a concept. It may change. We'll see.
Is there any place that the public or community could go in and give input on that concept?
I'm sure we will get to that point. This is very new.
Okay.
It took us a while because it went into litigation.
All right.
We had it purchased, and then all these came in and purchased that little parcel for I don't know how many millions of dollars. And then so the family that was selling the property to us, they thought it was worth a heck of a lot more.
Right.
So anyway, I can tell you what we paid for it for 40 acres, 3.6 million. That's what we paid.
Okay.
What are the access roads leading in? Are those already there, or is it going to be a building new access points to it?
You mean getting into that?
Getting into the new park, yeah.
It's going to come up. It's going to be like an in and out off of Jones Boulevard.
So one primary, or only one entrance in total?
Yeah, it'd be like, the concept is showing an entrance. You can go over, loop around, and then you exit on another
spot on
another
Jones.
spot.
It's a horseshoe, isn't it?
Got it.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
In the past, we've done like naming contests.
I'm
and
sure we'll do
then
the same.
We've also did the surveys or something, ideas, I think. So I have a feeling we'll probably do that again, right, Guy?
Yeah, I know
At
we
some
will.
point.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll have a.
So is the idea that this become more of a soccer area, or is it going to be baseball, or what are we, no baseball?
Well, unless somebody changes that. But
Okay.
right now, we're hoping it to be more green space soccer.
Soccer,
Yeah.
okay.
Turf?
How many?
Turf.
All
How many
turf, not
like
artificial,
fields would
anything.
that
Yeah.
be? How many soccer fields? I know it's a concept in that space.
I wish
I think my kid plays soccer, and I think there's
you
definitely
pass-
a need for soccer space. In
Pass my phone down. I just got this from our.
Pass guys' phones.
Yeah. I wish I could get
Do you have
that.
Amazon on there?
So it looks like
keep
one,
tapping it so it
two,
doesn't go.
3, 4,
Yeah.
a number. I can't tell if those small ones are also
So
soccer
how
fields
is
or not.
this size compared with Centennial?
The same size.
Oh, same size.
40 acres.
Okay.
Penn Meadows 40, Centennial 40.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would say, to honor Richard, anybody watching, if you do have any suggestions, ideas, input for the new park, definitely come to this meeting, the first Thursday of the month. You can get a hold of anybody here at the Parks Department as well, and I'm sure there'll be something more formal
Yeah.
coming out as well.
That it will. Like I said, this just came, we just finished it up. Now we can start moving forward.
Okay.
I know, again, now we're super early, but is there a ballpark completion target to have the park up and running?
I have, originally when we thought we had it purchased, I was told it was going to sit for 5 or longer years. We're going to let it be cropped. The farmer's still going to crop it. I hope that doesn't happen because,
But they would have already had to give their notice.
yeah, yep. So that's a conversation I'm going to have
Right.
with our planning people to see when we can actually start developing it. Might come down to actually, the funds too.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a pretty big chunk just to get the property. So I hope it's not 5 years because I want to see this. I want to see it built.
Yeah. Well, it's a great area to have that.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful area. It's easy to get in and out of there, and it would be great for soccer or whatever. Yeah.
Very centrally
Great.
located, yeah. Soccer and lacrosse. I'll put my lacrosse plug in on the record for.
is there a rule that based on how much more population you have in the city, and then you need to build a new park?
Yeah, it's not really a rule. It's a general recommendation.
Yeah, for
Green space.
green space,
space,
per
yeah.
population.
Yeah. And I think, North Derby's actually sitting pretty well
Oh, yeah.
on green space.
Well, and trails. We have 27 miles of trails. It's
yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
add every year.
Yeah.
Would there be thoughts that if you're doing this park and transitioning or creating it as a soccer complex or soccer park primarily, then repurposing parts of Penn Meadows that are currently, soccer fields, or kind of just keeping that as an open green space?
Well, since that is our baseball, softball complex, and we have all the amenities there, we may consider adding more fields. The only reason I'd maybe contemplate not to just because of parking issues that we have there. But we have built additional parking there in the last couple of years, and that's helped a lot. But it would really be nice to have our baseball, softball, all in one spot. So those are some discussions that we'll have. I'm sure we'll talk about it here in future if we do decide to move that direction.
Awesome.
So,
But it's a great place for public to give us input. This is
Yeah.
yeah.
that's for sure. Other than that, if you have any other questions, I'm here to answer.
So I just have one concern. The bike path that we cut down the tree on the corner of Juniper and Penn. I personally have witnessed several almost where the cars pull up and the bikes do not stop, and the cars don't necessarily see the bikes coming or e-bikes or whatever they are. Anyway, I think we need either yield signs or stop signs, just like at Cedar Springs or these other places. I think we're headed for a problem.
Okay. We'll take a look at that. You think if more trees were cut down in that intersection would help any?
I
Or not
actually, you have to come from Juniper. I don't know, Brian, you could probably tell me.
I don't even know if the trees are really the.
Yeah, I don't think that's
Not
the
really the
issue.
issue?
I think
No.
the issue is when you come up there, you've got to look, and
Yeah,
it's a weird corner.
yeah.
So,
Okay. Well, yes, we could try bike signs.
yeah, I think either 2 yields or
Yeah, two stops,
Two stops
just
would be
those,
great.
just those poles with a little, the little stop sign or
Yeah.
little yield sign is
yeah.
basically on both sides, so they kind of. And I know every area has, young drivers in the area, but I feel like our area has a ton of drivers going to the high school, and
Yeah.
I
I
don't
will
know.
say, I know Cedar Springs has those, I think they're yield
Yield
signs
sign- they're
on
yield
either
signs.
side of the
Yeah.
path that crosses there. And I wouldn't say it's 100% effective, but I do notice you'll see bikes that they slow, they look, at least
They get a
they're-
heads up.
Yeah.
It's like they realize, there's a car possibly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, if anything, it's just awareness. Even if they blow through it, it's on the radar.
Yeah.
And that's a little more open to it, that, to be fair.
Right.
That's a much more open view for
Right.
drivers than it is where
And
you guys
I
are.
think that corner especially has like some really big trees. So if you're coming down that hill and you don't really realize where you're at, I think it causes problems. I think it's an accident waiting to happen, and I don't want to be there when that accident happens. to
And
be
it's super
honest with
busy, especially when the school gets out or people going to school or even going to work in the morning. That road is super busy. So
All right, we'll take a look at that.
Any other questions, though, for Guy Parks?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I just want it to be noticed. I didn't say anything about the dog part.
I was waiting. That's why I was giving you the chance
Yeah,
right
I
there. We can move on to Shelley and Rex.
Good evening. I'll just start with my report. Updates is at the top. We already discussed the parking lot. We just continue to work through that. That work is planned all the way through the summer. So again, hopefully they'll get acting on it quick for this west side. There will be a part during this time period, this portion of the work, that the library doors entry will be closed when they have to redo the concrete in front of the doors into the library. So at some point, library patrons will have to go through either the north or south entries. But again, as soon as we know when they're going to tackle that, we'll try and get the word out to the public and do our best to, as they progress along. This section also includes some speed tables that are being put in to help along that drive to slow down traffic in the future. And then the last stage of the construction is the south entrance, and more to follow, I guess, as we continue with that. I don't know how far along we're down with that, but that's kind of the direction we're going, is from the north to the south end of that west drive. So, again, both the north and south parking lots are open for parking. We did try and get the word out. A lot of people were coming to the south and then not realizing how to get to the north side for parking. It's working a little bit better. We'll just continue to put that publicity out there and work with community relations to get that information out as we go. Splash pad, like Guy says, we're working on that construction. I'm attending those meetings as well. Just moving along. I think a lot of more work will start, like Guy said, now that Blues and Barbecue is done with. I think the building portion of
Like the headworks area,
the
and the
headworks
restroom
area,
facility.
restrooms and stuff. I think that's the next stage, and then the last stage is actually finally the features, spray features on the splash pad itself. But you should see some building work. Hopefully, rain not delaying it too much. We'll start to see that out there. Going on to Rec Desk database, that's just our counts of how many individuals we have within our Rec Desk database. It's a great tool to get the word out programming wise, what's going on. So we're at 32,910 individuals that are in our database. So that's a good, not only residents, but non-residents. Any type we need to get the information out. It's great for publicity and all that to those individuals in our database. A quick reminder of registration, like for fall, swim lessons, etc.
Is that a place you could put that information about the vandalism for the e-bikes and things? Just a reminder.
I can check on that.
Because
There's a
32,000.
alert type of information page you can. I mean, if they click on it, that's.
Yeah.
I'll work with Nick on put it there as well as more prominent places. But yeah, I can do that. Look at that. Let's see. Alcohol programs. Our main ones, arthritis, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Tuesday, Thursday, continue to be full every month. Water resistance and Easy Does It are two that we have our in-house staff, lifeguards, lead, I guess you would call it. And so during the summer, we take those months off since they're out doing the outdoor pool and doing a lot more lifeguarding and swim lessons and all that. So that's why you see the zeros, but those will start back up in September, those popular classes as well. Ashley also did a sunset mermaid yoga that had 21 attendees. So she continues to do good classes. The water mindfulness, I know last couple of months had a good turnout. This particular one, I don't know even if we had one for August or for July. So that might start back up again in August as well. So swim lessons, like it says there, another session during the summer. We had about 602 participants during the, I would say, July session. So we continue to meet that demand of swim lessons for the kiddos. Moving down to leagues and sports, Jonathan's doing a great job with our PE programs through all the different ones he offered over the summer. You can see there 104 participants total in the PE programs. He's also doing the school-age sport camps and trying to expand on those. Brian has a contract employee for doing the tennis lessons, correct? Is that right?
Yep.
So we had a good number of tennis participants. And Brian, if you have anything more to add under leagues and sports.
Yeah, just kind of some of the things that are coming up. Soccer starts on August 24th, outdoor soccer again. We basically have soccer year-round. When it's not outdoors, it's indoors. So we kind of go indoors during the wintertime. And we have that at either the school at North Bend or Buford Garner or at the rec center, depending on where we can put it. So soccer pretty much goes year-round. We have a contract person that does that, and he does pretty good, and he has some really good people helping him. So that starts the 24th. Supreme Flag football and the deadlines and stuff has passed for that. So we're creating teams now, gonna get all that information out. We do have a clinic next Wednesday in Tiffin that we're doing with flag football, because that's a shared program between Tiffin, North Liberty, and Coralville. Also, we have Supreme Volleyball, but that deadline's this coming up Sunday. And then we'll start getting that info out. We do have a clinic for the volleyball next Tuesday that the University of Iowa club volleyball team comes in and teaches for us and helps the coaches and the kids and stuff like that. So we kind of get them involved as well. And they also do a camp for us during the summer as well. So we try to get them involved, and, you know, they're former volleyball players somewhere. They're just not on a, you know, college team or anything, but they're all very competitive. So, so we have that. Yeah, that's kind of what I have here, so.
Moving on, as July ends and we're in the month of August, our Rexter before and after school program, our summer camp sessions continue a few more weeks. Matt Fielder's doing a great job with that program. Let's see, anything particular under classes and programs? Not really. Anything new? Just normal.
Was the camp out, was that just a bust just because
Like the change of the
date, it's too hot?
yeah.
What do you?
The rescheduling due to the weather was,
Okay.
I think, a big deterrent, and I think that was the major one. Matt Messick is in charge of that program. He's gonna look at it again,
Okay.
and then if changes need to be made to incorporate something else or include it with another activity or another event, he might do that. But he's gonna reevaluate that.
Okay.
Construction around the rec center didn't help either. There was a lot of
Yeah.
questionable, where are we having it? Where can we move it? You know, things like
A
that.
lot
So
of-
there was a lot of discussion.
ifs.
Yeah.
Regarding it this year, and I think that hurt it. So we hope to have that back. And Ashley had the swim with the Island Princesses, and that had 177 participants for that event. So another good event that our pool staff does a great job with. Next information there is all the pool information as far as pool pass revenues, daily fee revenues, pool rentals, and then concessions. After that is the weight and exercise area and track, what we're up to as far as daily fees, membership, our active memberships for the month there, like it says, is 6,002 active memberships. And those can be anywhere from just track users to gym users to weight and exercise or all access passes. So that's all our memberships combined, just to let you know.
Shelley, it feels like it's been maybe about a year since we changed, or you all changed the membership structure. Just curious, like how, if you notice any positive changes, are we getting more memberships? Are people less confused, asking fewer questions when they're signing up for memberships? I know we tried to streamline it.
Definitely, I would say less confused, easier, I think, for staff to explain what memberships we do have. You know, changing the names and stuff clearly helped in some of that miscommunication, or how to understand the black and gold that we used to have to, hey, all access. You know, it's just, I think it's helped a lot.
I missed that. I'm a black and gold, and I didn't know it changed. I just walked in, just give me full access and give my credit card. I didn't know it was changed.
You weren't the
You're a
problem.
VIP.
You weren't the problem. I know there's just confusion.
No, I just wanted to sign up. I'm like, I just want to, here's my credit card.
And a lot of people, I think, still like that opportunity, that they don't want to pay for an all access. I only want to use this particular area of the facility, and that's what I think they like as well. But then, I mean, you can see though, especially during the summer, aren't people still just pay the daily fee when they could be saving money?
I
It
know,
still
I
boggles
know.
my mind with people
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
I don't know if there's a way, and I know we've tried, I keep saying we, it's you and your staff have tried ways to educate people on, hey, you're in here every day paying $5, you know,
Yeah.
you can pay 20 for the whole month, right? And
30.
And I'd say that's a lot of kids that are like,
Yeah.
hey, you know, if you just buy this pass, it's going to be cheaper than what you're doing every day. So doing that is something. And then the punch passes, I mean, I think has been a pretty good, there's probably I think there was 400, and I don't know if you have it, 468 or something like that, people that have punch passes. So they're using that. So they go work out a lot during upstairs, and then they swim a couple days a week, type deal.
Which is great.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like a
And anybody
full
can kind of,
deal.
I could buy it and we could all use it. It's
Yeah.
10 punches and that costs a little less than the daily $6 fee. So it all depends on how you look at it and how much you use the facility. So, and if you're going to use it a lot, I'd do like you're doing and get the full access or whatever whatever your area is that you like. So.
Well, this has nothing to do with anything but off what you said. My sister-in-law teaches financial literacy, and apparently every single kid in her high school on Square or any of Venmo, they hit the I want it now, and they pay the 3%. She's like, if you just wait 3 days, and so she's trying to teach them those pennies add up.
Yeah.
But that's why they just go every day because they do not think past the moment.
No. They bring even to the pool. They bring their $20 and they're spending every bit of that $20 on an icy or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just what they do. So
Let's see here. Rental information follows that. What we done in rentals, the big thing there is about $6,300 for field rental, tennis, pickleball courts. All seem to be popular. I don't know if you want to touch on any of that.
So the rental stuff, we've kind of opened up a little bit more to online stuff. So like right now for the ball fields, people can go online and reserve it. Anything that we have reserved, they can't pick those days and times and fields. Or NLCBS has like their fall league. They can't pick those days and times and fields. We've been doing it with the shelters, and that's been working great. We actually just started doing it with our indoor rec center and the rooms and renting rooms and stuff like that. So they do it on there. They pick their days, they pay their fee, and they're done, because we have a lot of people that register or reserve a room. They come and do their thing, baby shower, whatever it is, and then they leave without paying us any money. So then we have this slew of overdues of people not paying because either staff doesn't go and get them right away, or the people just leave, and then trying to get that money after the fact has been brutal. So we started opening up to renting. People can go in and rent. I think August 1st was just the first time we've kind of done it. So it's not everything. I don't think we're doing the gyms yet, but it's been a slow release on how to do it, because we started with shelters, baseball fields has kind of been the feelers to try to see how easy it is, and it works pretty well there. And pickleball courts is another one that people will go online all the time, and because I get a little email every time somebody reserves it and what it's for. So it's super crazy how busy it is, but people are doing it. They're learning how to do it, and they're really not coming in as much to do that stuff because it's all right there online.
It's probably
now,
more convenient for the user too.
Yes,
I would rather just hop on my computer and do that.
Yep, and I think I mentioned this. We have 2 new people, but we're having an app as well for RecDesk. So we'll have an app on your phone instead of you having to go to your house and log into an account, or even on your phone and logging in. It'll be just something that you can go to and push swim lessons, or the schedule for the swimming pool, indoor pool lap lanes, stuff like that will be on there. We're creating that right now with the company that we work with for RecDesk. So trying to make things a little easier.
Another app.
Yes. Yes. Trying to make things easier for people to do instead of, trying to figure it out online and where to push.
Well, I think ease of use, then probably staff hour time spent tracking down payments, missed payments. So I'm assuming.
And everybody normally has their phone. It'll have their pass on it where they can just zap their phone instead of, having a key card or whatever. But so it'll have that as well. So we'll see how that all works when it's said and done. But
I'm excited.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's see. Other revenues that we help, I've reported in my report every month, is the pet licensing and the dog park passes through City Hall. They use RecDesk for credit card payments and stuff. You can see the amounts there, $450 and $660.
What is the 4191 rentals?
That's the room right to the through
the
store
small,
here.
the small community room.
Yep.
Small community room up here at City Hall, that they can rent that out. That goes through, I think, community relations. to rent that one out.
Okay,
I think it's been rented 4 times since it's been open,
yeah,
so.
okay.
But rest of my report is normal monthly information, revenues, and organizational type dashboards and just information. So I will open up to any questions.
I guess I'll go over to Brian, the app you're working on, is that going to be a streamlined app? Because sometimes government websites are clunky and
Yep.
a clunky
And it won't
app
be
is-
done, I mean, it will be done by this company that works with RecDesk, so it really won't be a government thing, so.
Well, I have a camera. Sorry, that was in poor taste. I apologize.
Any other questions for Shelley?
And I just have one other thing.
sorry.
The gym floors are going to be resurfaced the 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. The gymnasiums will be closed at the rec center, and they'll reopen on that Friday. So
Both will be closed at the same time?
they'll both be closed same time. Yep.
How often do we do that? I feel like
We do it. We do it yearly around. We do it the week after Rexters is done. So
Okay.
right before,
feel
kind of
like
right
we just
before
did
school
it.
starts
Yeah.
and right after Rexters.
Okay.
It's usually the same time. I mean, I set it up every year. Like, okay, this is the date we want this year. So, yeah, but we do that every year. And then after a while, you're gonna have to take it all off and redo the whole gym floor. But that takes a while.
So has anybody ever thought about doing a skate park here?
We had one.
We had one.
at
At
one
Penn
time.
Meadows.
It was basically a homemade.
It was a Quail, and then it moved to Penn
Yeah.
Meadows.
Yeah.
And
Just
At
take-
Penn Meadows?
It was at
It was
Penn.
kinda-
It was started at
it
Quail.
started
and
at Quail Ridge.
ended up at Penn Meadows parking lot.
It was kind of makeshift.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't a real skate park.
No,
just
not like Coralville's or anything.
No.
Yeah,
Or,
Iowa City. Iowa
sorry.
Cities.
Yeah.
So would that help with e-scooter, e-bikers,
I don't know.
okay.
Probably not.
All right.
It does give a place for graffiti
allow for
artists.
steam-
You know,
yeah,
it's kind
exactly.
of part of the skate
Yeah.
park, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but they're big. I mean, if you wanted help with the scooters and bike, it couldn't be a mini one. You'd have to go all.
Well, I wonder if with the repurposing, this is probably down the road conversation, but with repurposing, soccer fields over to the new park and then Penn Meadows kind of being reopened up for maybe there's an opportunity to put something more structured in there.
Or just have it kind of.
We're just spending your money now.
Yeah.
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 Okay. All right. I'm not talking
We keep
about
saying,
it.
well, they have opportunities. Coralville, Iowa City.
Yeah.
I mean, if they really want to go do it, but those things, they cost a lot of money to build.
Okay.
Do they?
Yeah.
So the concrete?
Yeah.
Is Iowa City building a new one next
Yeah,
to
they're
the old
building a
one?
I
brand
think
new
they're
one.
building it onto it. Yeah.
Onto it.
Yeah.
Okay.
To it, I think.
Yeah, have you looked at it? It's
I've
pretty
just-
impressive.
I mean, I've seen it,
That's
yeah.
kind of what got me. I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
They
this
can
is-
ride their e-bikes down there. That would be
Yeah.
more time on their e-bikes.
Well, it would only take them 2 minutes because they go 35 miles an hour. They go faster than I do on Dubuque. So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty impressive. So maybe that'll be a place for. Okay, I just wondered.
Yeah.
It's actually, that leads me to an idea I had emailed both Shelley and Guy on too, was just, because I'd been curious, like, when's the last time the city had done like a parks and recreation specific kind of outreach? Like, what does the community want, right? Like, and especially now in light of a new park is going to be developed the next, who knows, but the next few years, right? What kind of feedback can we go seeking? Because I hadn't thought about a skate park, Gwen, but that seems like a great idea, right? But is it? Can we go out and can we find out from community members and formulate some sort of survey where we could start with, here's some things we've been thinking of, and we can throw a skate park on there. We can kind of go over the basic plan for the new park and kind of try to spur some thoughts so they can just provide feedback. And I don't know how to deliver this. This is all just kind of at the top of my head, right? How scientific it needs to be. Can it just be like at the desk, a QR code at the desk at the rec center, at the library, at City Hall? They can just go online and take, a quick survey on it. But I think that might be informative for us as a commission and also for you all as you start to think through like the next phase of the new park. And are there things that with Penn Meadows kind of being opened up, something that might make sense to go in there based on community feedback? But I don't know
I like this idea.
what you all think,
But this also makes me think that sometimes some Facebook pages invite for a form, like a survey, and I just don't have the time to answer all the questions. But if you could post something at the rec center and just leave some, post-it, and while people work out, when people saw it when they come, and then they start to think about it while doing workout, and when they leave, they can leave something and put it in a box or something. That would, like for me, it would work better than sending a form. I mean, you could both do both.
Yeah, I think both make sense to me, for analog and digital, right? Let's make it as simple as we can and meet people where they are with whatever time they have. I know very little, but enough to be dangerous about surveys, right? So you want it to be as scientific as you can, so you're getting a representation of the community and it's accurate, right? But I don't think that eliminates also having those kind of one-off posted ideas that can be thrown into a suggestion box.
There's also companies that can come and do basically an overall of what people want of that.
Assessment, like assessment of.
We did that one at the
assessment.
public art one recently.
I mean,
The University of
on.
The University of Northern Iowa actually has a class where they bring the kids and they come and they do this kind of thing as well, not for free, but like for way less than a company will do it, because the instructor kind of takes care of that. But there are, if we really want to know, you might want to get, going to the rec center is fine and getting that, but not everybody goes to the rec center. Not everybody
Well,
does
you almost
that.
need to have it like you need the youth commission to give their recommendation. You need senior citizens to say the things that they would, because there's a person that I know that doesn't use the trails because they're afraid they're going to get so far down the trail and there's nowhere to sit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I started thinking about that and I thought, yeah, that's really true. You don't think about it, but you get a half mile down the trail and oh my gosh, you know. So it would be interesting just to see what different groups had as far as ideas. And I do get sometimes concerned, to be honest with you. We don't have, we've had a couple people over however couple years I've been here, but it's like, where are y'all? This would be a great place for people to come in and say, hey, this might be an idea or a thought.
And if that's the way to even start spurring that conversation, right? Doing this kind of feedback. Hey, also, by the way, first Thursday of the month, there's plenty of seats out here. Come in and tell us, that's what we're here for.
And
it's
what
hard
we're
for us.
doing right. What's good. I think barbecue and blues, I got to tell you, every person I talked to, I volunteered out there. Everyone was thrilled. They were like, this was worth waiting for. So I think you guys really need to give yourself a pat on the back. It was wonderful. So not only are we doing things great, but gosh, how do we keep doing great things? It's a great community.
Yeah, I think there's blind spots sometimes, right? You've done things a certain way and it's gone well for a certain amount of time. And after a while, you kind of get blind to maybe there's another way to do it or another idea out there that, to Gwen's point, like we don't think of because we're not teenagers, or we're not elderly.
Hey.
Yeah.
What are we missing? What aren't we hearing?
Yeah.
And I think people in the community are passionate about what they think would be great in North Liberty, but maybe they don't know who to talk to, or I don't know, just don't take that extra step to share information. But when something gets developed and they don't like the idea, so maybe getting ahead of that.
Coming from planning and zoning.
Getting ahead of that to get some feedback. I think that's a great idea.
I think there's just all sorts of avenues we could leverage to get the word out there, right? Just the city's communications department and plan. Social media I think is huge to reach people, and but making it simple and meeting them where they're at. I'd just be curious to know
Fewer
what
than
people
10
said.
questions, and also do a gift card draw for the survey submission.
Oh, now we're running a lottery though, and that gets to be
I was going to say, can't do that. Sorry.
but I think people wouldn't even need it. They'd be willing, like to your point, 10 questions or fewer. That's not going to take them a long time, and they can tell us exactly what they want.
People care about the community, and they will be serious about this.
Yeah.
And when Nick asked that question to me, I did mention to him to continue to look at the North Liberty Council did the comprehensive overall city plan.
Right.
And that was just recently. And I know there's a little I think a couple pieces in there recreation park wise, but
It looks really good on the site. The new site, I know, just
Yeah.
went. Is that today? Yesterday? That just kind of switched over and everything. It looks really nice. Yeah, and they do call out a few of the things like
few things.
park related. But I mean, just getting into the details, I think, would be helpful too. And it'd be super helpful for you then to know, as opposed, I mean, less thinking, right? Like they're telling you here's what we
Right.
want, and then makes your job that much easier.
And Guy's done a park plan in the past and kind of has a plan on, how it goes. So that helps for him. But rec wise, we really don't have a plan. We have what we have, and we've kind of outgrown it all. So that's the next thing is, where do we go on the rec side with facilities or upgrades or whatever, So, I mean, we're closing the pool for anybody to come in at 1:15 in the afternoon because it's over capacity,
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
that's like every day during the summer. So those things are the things that, I think we need to, as we move forward and keep getting bigger and bigger and more people, figure out maybe some of the things we already have, we might have to redo that somewhere else or something. So.
And I think, I don't have anything, statistics to back this up, but I think there's some aging in the community going on. People coming in the community that are older because their kids are here or they want to be close or whatever, and it's a great place to retire. And I think you're going to see more senior services needed. That's just my own opinion. But.
Yeah, I mean, you're sort of boots on the ground, though, Gwen. I mean, you see those folks
I
when
do.
they're moving to town.
Well,
so.
and I think there's some graying going on. Thank God.
Not just in my hair. Right? Anyway, I don't know if that was the right. This is my first time, so that may have not been the right spot on the agenda, but I wanted to throw that out there before we were done. I don't want to cut it short, though, if there's anything else to be said. If not, we'll kick it over to upcoming events.
The list is there, as you see it. August 9th, this Sunday, is the Buckets and Boards event, and that's out at the Hy-Vee Center. August 14th, Cedar Rapids Colonels game, and I did hear today, hopefully, if not tomorrow, then on Monday I'll get the supposedly sponsorship tickets, and we'll get that blurb out for free tickets for North Liberty Night at the Colonels game for August 14th, so keep that in mind. More to come on that. Street dance come up August 22nd. That's here on this city property area, City Hall property, and then it's that time of year where I can't believe school starts on to the 24th of August, so back to normal school year programming, operations, etc. So, speaking of that will play a part, I think, with our pool hours. I forgot to check with Ashley on how she's sitting right now and what's that look like. We try and stay open till Labor Day, but with most of our staff being younger in high school, I know it's going to be limited once school starts. But I'll try and get that information and share that with everybody.
So remind me what Buckets and Boards is.
That is I call it the 5-gallon pails.
The drums.
And the drums.
Percussion
Type performance.
with
Not
Like Blue Man
traditional.
Group only.
Yeah, okay.
Like buckets and
I thought it was a
boards,
bucket
and then drumming.
Okay.
boards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like upside down buckets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or on the sides, they do it on top.
Okay.
Yeah.
All different types of
That's
drumming,
fun.
music.
I'm excited for the street dance. I went last year for the first time. Well, had it a few years now, right? And it's a lot of fun.
Yep.
Looking forward to that.
Good.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite nights of the year, honestly.
Yeah, very popular.
Everyone's there, right? You see everybody.
At the street dance?
Yeah.
Really?
I felt like every time I've been there, you run into
it's
you
a
can't
great
take
event.
10 steps without seeing somebody.
Yeah.
Right before with school
Yeah.
starting back up, I think everybody's back
Everybody's
in town.
back.
Parents are
and
excited, kids
beers
are
Vacations are done,
hopefully.
yeah.
And remember seeing the pictures from the drone? The
Yeah, it
view?
was cool.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Yeah.
Next on our agenda here is community input, which does not appear anyone's joined us since we kicked things off. We already did share some new ideas about the yield sign at the corner of Juniper and Penn. We also
stop.
talked, or stop.
First off,
We also talked about potentially a survey mechanism of some sort. I would be curious to learn about that UNI program, honestly, if it's less expensive and, scientific.
yeah.
Makes sense to me. Old business, I don't think we have any old business. None. Next meeting is slated for September 3rd at 7 p.m. right here. Any concerns with that date?
Right before Labor Day.
It's the week before, right? The Thursday before?
Yep.
So we can suppose we can keep that. That said, I would entertain a motion for adjournment.
I will motion.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any objections?
I'm busy adding September 3rd right now, so I don't
There we go.
got it.
We are adjourned. Thank you, everybody.